Nobody wants to hear this, but the diet you've been following, the workouts you've been grinding through, and every weight loss tip you've ever tried, they were never going to work. Not because you lack discipline, not because your metabolism is broken, but because you've been fighting the wrong battle at the wrong time of day. The real war against belly fat is decided in a window so narrow, so overlooked, and so brutally misunderstood that most people lose it before they even open their eyes fully. And once it's lost, nothing you do for the rest of the day, no fat-burning workout, no healthy meal plan, no calorie deficit, can fully recover it. What you're about to learn in this video will feel almost illegal. 5 morning habits, none of them requiring a gym, a diet, or any kind of suffering, that directly manipulate the hormones responsible for storing and releasing belly fat. We're talking about cold thermogenesis, fasted movement, circadian light synchronization, protein timing, and cortisol suppression tools that elite athletes, longevity researchers, and metabolic scientists have known about for years. This isn't motivation. This is biological engineering applied to your morning routine. By the time this video ends, you'll have a complete, minute-by-minute protocol that starts the moment you wake up and runs for exactly 75 minutes, after which your body will spend the next 6 to 8 hours in active fat-burning mode. No guesswork, no expensive supplements, no starvation, just 5 precise interventions timed to your body's own hormonal rhythm. There is something deeply frustrating about doing everything right and still waking up every morning to the same reflection. The real battle for fat burning happens in a window most people completely ignore. The first 60 minutes after they open their eyes, your body wakes up in a near-perfect metabolic state. After 7 to 9 hours without food, your insulin is naturally low, but within 45 minutes of waking up, the average person accidentally destroys this advantage. They reach for their phone, feel the anxiety of notifications, spike their stress hormones, and eat a bowl of cereal that sends blood sugar through the roof and slams the door shut on their fat-burning potential for the entire day. Let's talk about visceral fat, the kind that wraps around your organs and makes your belly protrude. Visceral fat is metabolically active, interfering with insulin sensitivity and influencing how efficiently you lose weight. The first habit, cold exposure. Finishing your shower with 30 to 60 seconds of cold water directed at your upper back. This activates brown fat. Unlike regular white fat, brown fat burns energy to generate heat. This process, thermogenesis, can elevate your metabolic rate by 15 to 30% for the next 4 to 6 hours. The second habit, most people eat carbohydrates for breakfast, cereal, toast, fruit juice. These spike blood sugar rapidly. Insulin makes fat burning biologically impossible while it's elevated. The solution is to eat 30 to 40 grams of protein. Protein stimulates glucagon, which signals your body to release stored energy rather than hoard it. That's passive weight loss. That's what it looks like to work with your biology instead of fighting it. Now that your body has been thermally activated and hormonally primed through cold exposure and a high-protein meal, it's time to talk about movement. The third morning habit contradicts almost everything you've heard about weight loss through exercise. And that's exactly why it works so well. Forget the high-intensity interval training at 6 in the morning. Forget the pre-workout supplements and the aggressive boot camp sessions. What the science actually points to is that low-intensity, fasted movement in the morning is a direct tool for targeting belly fat specifically. When you wake up after a full night of sleep, your glycogen stores, the sugar your muscles keep for quick energy, are significantly depleted. Your insulin is at its lowest point of the day. Because there's no fresh glucose from a meal, your system looks elsewhere for fuel. That elsewhere is your fat tissue. Fasted movement puts your metabolism in a position where it has no choice but to pull energy from stored fat. Studies have shown that exercising in a fasted state can increase fat oxidation by up to 20% compared to exercising after eating. And the best part is that you don't need to push hard. In fact, pushing too hard will actively work against you. High-intensity exercise triggers a sharp spike in cortisol, which signals the body to protect belly fat rather than release it. Sometimes doing less in the morning burns more fat than doing more. A brisk 20 to 30-minute walk is often enough. Keep your heart rate between 120 and 130 beats per minute to access the fat-burning zone without stress. No special equipment, no performance pressure. Just you, some morning air, and your body quietly and efficiently burning through fat stores. This is what fitness looks like when it's built around biology rather than willpower. This is what sustainable slimming actually feels like. The fourth habit is perhaps the most underestimated. because on the surface it sounds like a luxury rather than a metabolic strategy. The habit is this. For the first 60 minutes after you wake up, do not touch your phone. No social media. No news. This is a direct intervention on the cortisol system that controls whether your body holds onto fat or releases it. When you pick up your phone, you expose yourself to stimuli that your nervous system interprets as threats, triggering a cortisol spike. And in survival mode, eliminating abdominal fat is not a priority. Storing it is. Cortisol promotes fat storage in the abdominal region. The problem isn't their diet or workout. The problem is starting every day in a state of neurological stress that locks fat in place. The fix is simple. 5 minutes of deep, slow breathing after waking can reduce cortisol levels by up to 25%. Expand your belly on the inhale and fully release on the exhale before the chaos of the day has a chance to take hold. This creates a hormonal environment favorable to fat burning and mental clarity, making weight loss feel not just possible, but natural. The fifth and final habit is the one that ties everything together, and it's also the one that most people in the fitness space completely overlook. It sounds too simple to be powerful. It doesn't involve food. It doesn't involve exercise. It doesn't require you to buy or download anything. All it requires is that you step outside within 30 minutes of waking up and let natural sunlight reach your eyes for 5 to 10 minutes. No sunglasses, no window glass between you and the sky. Just direct morning light, your eyes, and the ancient biological system that regulates human metabolism. This single habit has the potential to transform your weight loss because it resets the internal clock that controls all of it. Your body operates on a circadian rhythm, a 24-hour biological cycle that governs nearly every physiological process in your body. When you sleep, when you feel hungry, when your metabolism runs hot, all of this is orchestrated by your circadian clock. And that clock needs to be reset every single morning by a specific signal. Not an alarm, not coffee, and not artificial light. The only signal powerful enough is natural sunlight hitting your retinas and sending a message to your body's master timekeeper. When that clock is properly set, everything else falls into alignment. Cortisol rises sharply in the morning to give you energy and sharpness. Melatonin is suppressed during the day and releases naturally at night, giving you the restorative sleep essential for boosting metabolism. Hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin regulate themselves, making overeating far less likely throughout the day. The research is striking. Those who receive regular morning sunlight show significant differences in body mass index and abdominal fat. Even when diet and exercise are equal, the one who gets morning sunlight tends to carry less belly fat. The circadian system is that powerful. It is the invisible infrastructure beneath every other weight loss strategy, and most people never even think about it. When your rhythm is synchronized, insulin sensitivity improves, and your body processes carbohydrates more efficiently. Inflammation decreases, which matters because chronic inflammation is a primary driver of stubborn visceral fat accumulation. Now look at all 5 habits together. The cold shower activates thermogenesis. The high-protein breakfast stabilizes blood sugar. The fasted morning walk accesses stored fat, and the phone-free morning protects you from stress hormones. Finally, the morning sunlight synchronizes the master clock, ensuring your body is biologically ready to respond to everything else. This is how you lose weight in a way that is sustainable and grounded in how the human body genuinely works. If you've felt resistant to change, this protocol is the answer. Fix the morning, and you change everything that follows. Start tomorrow. The results will follow. Let's talk about what actually happens inside your body the moment your alarm goes off. Understanding this will permanently change the way you approach every single morning for the rest of your life. Most people treat the first hour of the day as a transition period, a slow, groggy buffer between sleep and productivity. They snooze the alarm twice, scroll through their phone in bed, and shuffle to the kitchen for coffee and toast. But here's what's actually happening beneath the surface. Your body is running a complex hormonal program. It is making biochemical decisions about whether the next day will be spent burning fat or storing it. It decides if your hunger will be controlled or chaotic, and if your energy will be steady or crash by mid-morning. Every single morning, your biology is listening. The question is whether you're giving it the right signals. The concept that unlocks everything is metabolic flexibility, the ability to switch between burning carbohydrates and fat for fuel. People with high metabolic flexibility lose weight healthily and maintain lean body composition even as they age. People with low metabolic flexibility are trapped in a cycle of blood sugar dependence, constantly craving quick energy from sugar. Their system doesn't trust itself to retrieve fat later. This isn't genetics or willpower. It's the hormonal environment you create. The 5 morning habits in this protocol are a precisely sequenced hormonal intervention. Each one builds on the last. Cold exposure activates your sympathetic nervous system and releases norepinephrine, priming fat cells to release stored energy. The protein meal keeps insulin low while triggering glucagon, telling your liver to release fuel rather than hoard new calories. The fasted walk harvests that released fat energy by giving your muscles a reason to consume it as actual burned calories. Cortisol management protects the process from being derailed by the stress response that signals your body to stop fat burning. Morning sunlight locks it in by synchronizing the master biological clock that determines how every process runs for the day. Keep all 5, and the compounding effect transforms the protocol into a genuine fat loss machine that runs on autopilot. Is this sustainable? Can a real person with a real job maintain a 75-minute morning protocol consistently? This routine is far more sustainable than anything the weight loss industry has sold you because it doesn't require hunger. It requires a cold shower, protein, a walk, 5 minutes of breathing, and standing in your backyard looking at the sky. Once you've done it for 7 consecutive days, it stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like the most natural thing. In the first week, your morning energy improves noticeably as protein timing and cortisol management stabilize your hormonal baseline. Second, your appetite becomes more controllable. The mental noise around food, the constant thinking about what to eat, quiets down. Third, bloating decreases. Inflammatory signals quiet as cortisol drops, resulting in a noticeably flatter stomach in the morning. By the end of the second week, clothes fit differently because your body is pulling from fat stores and preserving muscle. This reflects a genuine shift in how the body functions, rather than a temporary response to restriction. This is what it means to boost metabolism at the root level. And it all starts tomorrow morning, 60 seconds after your alarm. There is a version of you that already exists, leaner, more energized, more metabolically alive, and the only thing standing between you and that version is not a better diet or a harder workout. It is a single decision made at the beginning of each day, before the world has a chance to pull you in different directions. That decision is whether you treat the first hour of your morning as a powerful tool for reshaping your body and your hormones. Everything in this protocol exists to help you make that decision automatically, without relying on motivation that fluctuates or discipline that exhausts. The people who successfully lose belly fat permanently are the people who have built systems that make the right biological choices inevitable. Let's talk about what happens at the cellular level when this protocol is practiced consistently over 30 days. When you repeatedly expose your body to cold in the morning, your brown adipose tissue doesn't just activate, it actually grows. After 4 weeks of consistent cold exposure, your baseline metabolic rate is measurably higher than it was before you started. You are burning more calories at rest, around the clock, simply because you spent 30 seconds in a cold shower every morning. The same principle of compounding biological adaptation applies to the protein front-loading habit. When your body receives a strong protein signal first thing, your gut microbiome begins to shift in ways that support weight loss. This means your appetite regulation is supported by a fundamentally healthier internal ecosystem that makes healthy choices easier to follow. As your body becomes accustomed to accessing fat for fuel during morning walks, your mitochondria become more efficient at converting fat into energy. People who practice fasted morning movement find their bodies become more effective at burning fat during all forms of activity. They are building a fat-burning engine, and that engine runs more efficiently with every passing week of consistent practice. When you protect your mornings from the cortisol spike triggered by phones, you are rewiring your nervous system's baseline stress response. The practice of calm, phone-free mornings trains your nervous system to spend more time in restand repair mode. The result is lower baseline cortisol, better sleep quality, and a body that is far more willing to release stored fat. This protocol is fundamentally a practice of biological self-respect. It is a daily declaration that your body deserves the right conditions to function. When you practice these 5 habits, you are reclaiming the metabolic vitality that modern life has quietly stolen from you. Tomorrow morning, set your alarm 15 minutes earlier. When it goes off, Do not reach for your phone. Walk to the bathroom, turn the shower cold for 30 seconds, and feel your body wake up in a way coffee never could. Step outside, look up at the sky, and let the light tell your biology that it's morning, it's safe, and it's time to burn. Eat your protein, walk your 20 minutes, sit in silence for 5, then start your day. Do this tomorrow. Do it for 30 days. And then look in the mirror and try to tell yourself that mornings don't matter.
There's a natural solution to speed up your metabolism, control cravings, and support your weight loss journey naturally and effectively. Click the link in the first pinned comment to start transforming your body. If you want to truly transform your body and learn how to lose belly fat healthily, don't stop here. In the next video, I'll share practical strategies and little-known secrets to boost your metabolism and keep the weight off for good. Click now and discover how to take your weight loss to the next level.